Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Aubrey or Soup. I stream over on Twitch, mostly Final Fantasy XIV, but I like to dabble in a variety of games. Here on YouTube, you'll find VODs from my playthroughs, reactions, and some of my best moments from streams. If you want to catch me live, my Twitch and Discord links are in the description below. Anyway, let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoy! Alright, a royal invitation. Bulwaruk is eager to hear how you have been getting on. Ah, it is a pleasure as always, Lilith. Have you been able to relax lately? Yes! Except for when I go into Party Finder and I want to shoot myself in the face. Wonderful. As busy as you have been, the rite of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Xibralyav tea is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way, laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Prukevu, will look after you. Ooh, we're gonna go eat some foods. Sounds fire. Wait, I was gonna say something, and then I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. Rukevu, hey! Well, if it isn't Lilith. Oh, I was gonna ask if the audio sounds okay, because I was just really worried about the audio being super echoey. So I just really hope it isn't echoey. I now have like a ton of like, off screen there's like massive pile of boxes. So I'm like hoping that can absorb some of like the echoiness. But yeah, let me know, please let me know if like my voice audio sounds okay. Well, if it isn't Lilith, alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. I wonder if that's like an extra dialogue you get if you finished all the role quests. That would be cool. Avocado. I need to find some fire like vegan tacos. LA. I'm sure there's lots, but you still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry, it's still strange for me. Too. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasulani, and now you're a grown man, with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever is necessary to make it work. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolal. Vow Ruglamat? To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There, you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Okay, but my question is, so obviously when the dome first appeared, the time rate was faster inside of the dome than outside, right? So it was like 30 years within the dome happened just in a couple days outside of the dome. But like, is that still going on inside the dome, or has it like regulated to a point where like time passes at the same time now? Because then I'm like, it would be such an odd experience just like going into the dome just to visit, and then you're like, oh, like let's go again like next week, and then next week you go and nobody you met there is alive anymore. They've all died. Feels like cruel almost. So that's my question. Because now these people are talking about like going, like traveling back and forth a lot, but then like if this guy leaves, like his family's still in the dome and he comes outside and he's here for a couple of days trying to get work or whatever, but then he'll go back to his family and like 30 years will have passed for his family. So I'm confused on that, but whatever. That's exactly what I need. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find you, Lilith. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Okay, the background music is getting a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been exploring Tyrell with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I've been helping out around watching Meki Meki. I've been working to recover some stolen artifacts. I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadian, even though I have only cleared M2, M1, and M2. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria? By facing off against tough opponents, I'd wager you've honed your skills even further. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Well, here I am, Queen. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Well, of course, my darling. Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come join us once you've finished here. Slay! Okay, time to go to the palace. Going all the way up there, well. Gonna look so different having Kona and Muklamat sitting on the throne instead of their papa. Hey, how's it going? Thou Kona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before long. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, the twins. Graha and Quile. The whole squad. Oh, you're all here too? Valkona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hanish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Kyle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on this investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Epic. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-drift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Wait, do I still have that key? The look in her eyes, the look she had in her eyes was any indication. I suggest you brace yourself when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. Oh. Okay. As for Estinian, we neither know where he is nor what he is doing. Wait, isn't that like all the time though? Some things never change. Yeah, exactly. Whose man's? Is it the guy? Oh no, it's Kona. Kona. Kona! My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter of which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Galul Jah and his administration have invited us to attend. The baby! Bro, I can't believe they made the baby. They put the baby in charge. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians a chance to come together to express their grief. They might even overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Galul Jah, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. I think I should go too. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. Oh yeah, since I guess we kind of killed Sphene. We pulled the plug on her. You consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it, but that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As vow, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tuliolal. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. So then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galuljaw in the back room. In the back rooms? That was spooky scene transition. Meanwhile, oh no, there's no meanwhile cutscene. Sphene! 7 a.m. It was ridiculous. Heading to the back room? Yeah. Put me in, Chief. Lol. A baby. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always. By way of a treat, I've brought you a gâteau au chocolat. It's kind of a cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamati, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Do I even want any of these? Should I just take the money? No, maybe I should. Oh wait, you can use the mesquite juice to make other things, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take the mesquite juice. Back to MSQ. Alexandria mourns. Galuljaw wishes to go and collect his flower for the funeral. Raspberry lime, that's it, yeah. I like that flavor too. The flowers are now being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with, Gosan. He was apparently Sphene's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's talk to him. Hi, I'm Val Wuklamat of Tuliolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to the Queen Sphene's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief of aid to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. Such tokens were black. It was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able to. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is we remember Queen Sphene. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please, take your place once you have your flower. Oh, this is the funeral. Oh, so cute. Wait. The baby.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
I'm just saying that these purple insignias look an awful lot like an Asian mask. I'm just saying.
Solace in my own words.
I wonder what kind of flowers these ones are. I guess that's just the symbol of Alexandria. Still. Little sauce to me. Good Lord, job.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
Yo, the definition on the zipper right here goes crazy.
She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Like a whole population of people experiencing grief for the first time.
The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead?
Damn, right out the bat, we're getting
And every time I think of him, it hurts.
deep.
It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad.
we gonna finally learn who the baby mama is?
I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Galulja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Why did we zoom in on that person? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, Wuklamat. Hey, Galulja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Sheo searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means that she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Perhaps we should try looking again. Do you want to know about your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. See, well, if that's what you want. The baby. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. All right, thank you, everyone. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh. Raha. In search of the past. Ooh, is this the dungeon? Assuming neither memories nor records of Galulja's mother remain, we must cast a wide net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Lilith, if you could make inquiries in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Do I just like look around for people? Here we go. Fresh Faced Tonawata. You're looking for a Mamulja woman? Oh, Galulja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zuralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Tural Vitral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zuralja assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Back here. Middle-aged Tonawata. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zeralja. You might have better luck talking to people over at Tonawatan settlement to the north of Everkeep, a place called Uyawata, the resilient son who won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaniloka. Okay. Shatona, a Mamulja woman. Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Okay. Okay. Lulja has told me all. We previously tried to track down the records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Oh, so you spoke to quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. So, Zeralja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of the Tural Vitral, and I believe it's safe to say that this crisis in Uyawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with the recovery efforts, they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal, and if this Mamulja woman had remained there, he would have had occasion to come into contact. I know how to read. I see, but what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zeralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked in orogenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep per the king's direct orders. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard is believed to have been under the king's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment it needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Ueawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all of this out. Yeah, it's because we're geniuses. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh my god. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating this secret facility in Ueawata then. And this time, I want you to come along, little Jaw. But that's just a baby! That is just a baby. Ueawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the Drift Downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. Oh, shit. Hey. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it to be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. Yay! Alrighties. Dungeon time! What's the recommended? 690? What if I tanked? I kind of want to practice more Paladin. Oh. Now Ghoul. What is this outfit? You can't apply glamour plates out here. Bruh. This outfit is whack as hell. Okay, whatever. I'll go in on Paladin. Who do I want to bring? Kryl for sure. Oh, this is gonna be my party. Yeah. Sorry, twins, but this is what I want. Not my portrait. Ooh, oh my god, this is spooky. This is spooky. I love it. Ooh, oh my god, what are those creatures? This is fun. This is fun. Okay. My father must have come here for a reason. Lightning hasn't let up here either. There are beasts here too, right? Even the creatures here are electrified. Am I missing something on my hotbar? I don't think so, right?
Allow me.
Okay, wait, I need to... Huh! It's just that and that. What is Goring Blade? Do I have Goring Blade on my... Fight or flight into Goring Blade? Oh, okay. Frequency, Holy Spirit, Holy Circle, Confader, Fight or Flight. Iron Well. Not Iron Mail. Oh, here it is. Cover. Full of Scorn, Holy Ground, Bulwark, Mind Veil, Intervention. Oh, Intervention. The hell is Intervene? Oh, that's my... Okay. Passage of Arms. Holy Sheltron. Expiation. Guardian. Imperator. Okay, I feel like I was missing something, but I think Royal Authority gives Divine Might, but then this doesn't grant Divine Might? Or like Atonement turns into other stuff. Or did they change that? I don't know. Anyway, there are beasts here too. Even the creatures are electrified. Bolts can strike anywhere. Step lightly. Okay. This dungeon gives Halo vibes. Oh, well, I've never played Halo, but I trust you. I swear if you do the 1, 2, 3, you get a different 1, 2, 3. So you don't get that different 1, 2, 3 if you're not. If you do the AoE. Really? That seems like a mistake. But whatever. Whatever. You know what? I need to change something.
Take that.
Yeah, I like this better. Not exactly a leisurely trek. What do you mean? I love all the purple vibes recently. Lindblom's. That man's as freaky as hell. 1, 2, 3. Go over there. What the hell does this mean? Okay. Okay, this is kind of fun. What is going on? Why am I the only one attacking these ads? Because clearly these need to go, right? Okay. Dang, Lamont is doing more damage. The Picto? Cray. I actually really like Paladin. I should play Paladin more. Oh, easy money. What do I get? You. Waya. Can you dye this? No. Interesting. Sure, okay. Oh yeah, I get tomes from this. Slay. This is very cool vibes. So the facility is still here. What kind of research do they do here? A remote facility with a secret purpose. Hardly any signs there was ever a village here. While His Majesty Zoral Ja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body, safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Okay. Yet our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man. So he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. He would bolster our military might and break through into the outside world. If our research will further this ambition, then perhaps it is worth pursuing. Oh my gosh, is this gonna be like a really fucked up situation where like Gululja is like the subject of human experimentation again? Like with Erictonios. Ayo. This dungeon music is so fire. Honestly though, Grauhatia is doing an excellent job of keeping me alive. Okay, so this is definitely where they were doing like research. So it seems like they're trying to do like what's the term? Our bodies are fragile vessels, although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality. The soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories, a feral soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this because primal instincts remain, and while a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcome, too many souls can lead to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of uncontrolled mutation. So this is where they did all the experimentation on infusing a beast soul into a human. Oh god, those are dead bodies. Oh my god, they're zombies! Oh my god, we've got zombies here. Wait, this is so cool. Like, look at all the bodies. Sorry, I'm like really way too into like creepy horror fucked up shit going on, so I'm really enjoying this plot line. So the facility is still here. Ah, what are those? Those are people, right? They're moving. What happened here? Yo, there's still people in there. Why are some of them in the fetal position though? That's my question. Damn. This is so fucked up and awesome. So this place was definitely like haunted and got abandoned. Something. Amulet. Oh, that is Gualery. Okay, those are like more cages. Ah! Bacala? Shit. The rate of transfiguration may be dictated by the potency of the soul consumed. We've experimented with fiends of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than with poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary object of this research was to utilize the soul of a Tural Vitral, I struggled to see a path forward. An alternative approach must be considered. Can we go in here? Yo. Yeah. This is so cool. I'm having fun just like exploring this little dungeon. Can we go in here? These are like all the experimentation rooms, right? Oh my gosh, freaky. Oh my god, literally zombies. Okay, did not expect this to turn into a zombie game, but here we are, I guess. What was Father doing here? Like something real fucked up, for sure. Damn, I was not expecting... I mean, I guess I kind of was when we saw like the previews of the Yuwa Yawata. And also like from the Origenics. I guess it makes sense. If the source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls, what if we were to reverse the process? By purging a beast of its memories and infusing it with the man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories, we stand to gain absolute control over a vessel of great power. My subordinate, who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis, shall have the honor of being the first to transcend our meager limits. I must prepare his soul for extraction at once. So this must have been like where they did all their research for feral souls, because like obviously like we saw like all the military personnel, and then now also in the Arcadian they like have it figured out. So this is where they have a bad feeling about this. There's something unsettling about the ether here. What happened to them? Oh, hey, you look funky as hell. You look like that guy from that one Stormblood dungeon. You surrender your souls to King Zerelja. Okay, that was fun. Oh, what are these like fumes coming up? Oh, they're hands. That's awesome. Oh. Not in the middle of my burst. He looks like a My Hero character. Really? You think so? I mean, he definitely has the same sort of model as like another enemy that we fought against in this game. Flame. Gloves of casting. They're okay. Can you not dye these? The hell? The seal, the beast? What was he talking about? Oh, I won't let precious samples escape. Discard the flesh, extract the soul. Why not serve a greater purpose? The king's resolves purpose. Relinquish your souls for the glory of Alexander. Would that we could tame the beast, but the seal is already... The seal, the beast? What was he talking about? The seal has come undone and the beast has been released, I assume. What the hell? Is that a storm? Get a closer look. What the hell? gonna fucking sit in my little corner and not see anything, but it's fine.
Allow me.
So, do you think... Have they said if, like, the patches are inspired by any other particular, like, 14 game? Or is it still kind of... Or Final Fantasy game? Or is it still, like, FF9 vibes? Maybe it's still FF9 vibes. Yippee! Oh, and oh, whose man's is that? Oh my god, is it like a little carbuncle? Vitral lunipiati. Wait, it's kind of cute. It's a little bunny rabbit, bunny rat. Something's wrong. Don't rush ahead. What was that roar? Did it come from inside the storm? We may soon face our fiercest foe yet. Has that thing's been sealed away all this time? A Tural Vitral, no doubt about it. Yo, they really popped off with the dungeon design. This expansion. Mapping the realm. Luni Piatti. Okay, is everyone here? Everyone's good. Alright. The leperine loaf. You're gonna loaf? Oh, okay. Oh. Being over here is good. Can you get away from me? Okay, that's fine.
Now I'll
This is kind of fun. Crater carve. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Interesting. Wah! This is kind of fun. Okay.
Just the beginning.
Is someone gonna LB? Yeah, LB, you know. No? It's okay. There we go.
Just the beginning.
Slay! Roar! Roar! Pew, pew, pew. I got a robe of healing. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you could dye these? Anywho, that was a fun dungeon. It was like pretty easy, but it was cool, like conceptually and aesthetically.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility.
Wait, I thought they were doing it the other way around.
Viral Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
The echo.
So, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual,
I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Turol Vidrol.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Oh, that's the baby mama.
So, you've given him permission?
Teishalja, you will
Teishalja.
As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project, or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniluka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
Beg a boon?
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close.
She wants a baby.
So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours.
This kind of sus.
That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Are you all right?
I still don't understand how doing all of this
Could she
is
be my mother?
supposed to help him prove the miracle or whatever
People
the
on the
hell
outskirts
he's
said
on about.
Few Mamulja lived in Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Upiko women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, Could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
Okay. I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. There aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliola and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Aww. Okay. Wait, let me... Four. Okay. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate or Dihydrate fully, everyone. If you're watching, take a sip of whatever beverage you have nearby. I still have my spinning drift. I'm sipping on. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way down there. Yum. Raha saying. Backlog! Oh my gosh! No, there's definitely gonna be more research into all that. Like the 13th, 1st, this place. It won't open. I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find the key. Grahapia. Trial. Perhaps find the key among their belongings. Angry. Yeah. Test subject's journal. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write good. Yes, I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help getting so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. Am eater must eat. Yikes. That sounds bad. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations, visualizing best emergencies. You dig deeper and you find a verification key. Okay. I wanted to search along the other stuff, but I guess I can't. I think I could go over to those rooms and see if I can search them anyway. Galulja! They leave? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them? We probably already met them. Really nothing I can search. Oh, mangled corpse. Journal lies next to the body. I was transferred to Ueyawata Station in order to train the villagers in the use of electro technology. While a child can quickly learn to operate common contraptions, it will be no easy thing for them to attain the requisite skill to develop new weapons, ones which require no less than the manipulation of souls. Thankfully, 2 of my pupils have demonstrated great aptitude in the field: Kaniloka, the village chief, and Tishalja, a field chirurgeon. Further driven by their loyalty to our king, their growth has been remarkable. I dare to hope that, before long, they will be able to carry out their duties without further instruction, and I may be relieved of my duty. Okay, T. This one is spooky over here. Why is it all red? Spooky! Okay, I can't search any of these other rooms. Alright, time to go back and unlock the door. Seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So, this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valley Garmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue, even in emergency. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Galulja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. Lilith's paladin glam in the background is so funny. There's so much data, I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalja. Ah, it brought up a lot of results, and they all say the same thing. Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Teaching, Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the background and have Shale analyze. You're gonna take this whole ass computer with you? I mean, I agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. Oh wow, Galuljaw is so smart. Pop off. Gen Z. Or Gen Alpha. He's probably Gen Alpha. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Yeah, he's like, he knows technology. Find Shale in the back room. I forgot how much I love the world music here. The back room. Hello. Welcome back. Galulja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Oh, hey, Geode. Alize ain't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the soul system. But even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and families before they pass on. Good reason, too. The home journey won't be easy for won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural. Ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliolal. My brother is doing all he can to see that the Jacques Tural Railroad restored to operation. So that people may come and go more freely. Oh, I was also thinking that the crafter quest could be like the railroad people, like helping to like restore the railroad or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a slight bit easier. How long before it's back in service? I wouldn't say. When I left for this visit, Koana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. Shalani Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Koana informed. Do-do-do. When do relic weapons get released? It's not till like much later in the patch, right? Well, I guess there's multiple steps, so you could start some steps earlier. Is it snowing? No, it's a dust storm. Okay, I was gonna say. Is Estinian gonna be here? Is Estinian gonna be here? That would be super epic, poggers. Vow of Resolve and Lilith Amethyst to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, scratch thee, on his way. Oh my god, he has a new outfit! Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I'm saying that. I'm saying that. Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. He has his arms out! Oh my god. You're here about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamati has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewhatosuan. That is the Chronique. Although the Hetsaru that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised is to quiet the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Chronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. I suppose you can't just blow the whistle at them or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Chronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Chronique grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewatsoen for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear that the Hetsaro have to say about it. I too would hear what the Hetsaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Hoato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsaro encampment if you like. Okay. Wait, candle still burning? Oh, barely. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these like wooden wick candles. They make a lot of noise and they like blow out and like go out really easily. 7.3 is the first phase of relics. I mean, I don't know. I've never done relics on content except for like the last step of the Mandervilles. So I don't know, but if it's usually like the 0.3 patch that is the start of the relics, then that would make sense that it would follow the same schedule, no? But also, people are like, it's probably gonna be like, I mean, if it's gonna be like Bajra or Eureka, where the relic weapons are tied to the field exploration, then it would probably come out when that is released, right? What though? Vow of resolve, vow of reason. I bid you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way to Mehatzaen? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of Shaktural Railroad. You two have noted the Chronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shepetto, has been looking into this matter. Shepetto? Normally, we'd expect the Chronik to keep their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Karioanan and Yautanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. Certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hitsaro would, I suppose. You may have surmised, I am of Hitsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Chronik as well, though I myself have no memory of this experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. Poor little baby Kona. Chance encounter with a kind Palu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade and that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuliolal's markets, and that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Best big brother. Truly, I have never heard of the Chronik choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hitsaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Okay. But if they had a good reason, wouldn't you want to know, even if it might help you better understand the right behavior? As so is often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hitsaro may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes, and to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions, that would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please teach me of the Chronik and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. You would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of the Hitsaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know that I am, doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Chronik and we'll have a look around the plain. And perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. Quickest way to learn our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later and share what we've learned. Dang, lots of side quests. You're learning about the Hitsaro way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Ahem, our Hitso provides us with something we use in medicines, poultices and soap, to drive away pests and sustain our fires. What is it? Dung? Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Hroni chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. There we go. This won't do. The wind will go right through, and me without my needle and sinew. Well, I have a mending kit. Oh, these are precisely what I need. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Hronic hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. What's up, Scott? 7.2 for relic weapons? Yeah, I don't know. Well, because I was thinking, like, wouldn't they come out with the exploration zone? Maybe? I don't know. Could have Hitsaro. I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? You're here, you likely already know that Hroni are Hetso, our guides that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetsaro must also part with half of our number. You may think it's strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetso. They should. When is the exploration zone coming in 7.2 then? For Hronic. You stroke the Hronique's coat. You note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to using would get lost in the tangle like it's not. You don't think it's confirmed, but you'd think so? Ah, Shepetto sent a Hronic brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Gosh. So fluffy. You dutifully brush the Hronic until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify your injuries, should the need arise. His fur looks the same to me, but okay. you had a good day, Scott. I have been having lots of technical difficulties today. But whatever, it's fine. I'm here now. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood near me. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, and with the horns of a Ronique to boot. Oh, because I'm an Aura, and I have horns. I wonder what that... if that line changes depending on your race. Like, what would they say? Wooly! Are you still in the scene? What are you doing? I want to see what Geppetto says to you. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. In the same cutscene? Okay, let me know what he says. Ah, there he is now. Aww, he's made a little friend. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself rather wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. Forces back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how is your own work? Have you anything to share? Shadow life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of this community, as important as family. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of the Hetzo rather than head man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all the same. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Smell the grass and the wind, which is a good thing. I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, or at least an adventurous Shatona. Okay, so it does change depending on your race. I like when they do that. I think it's cute. Nevertheless, thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what I've done today, and I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetzo are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Roast Ronique? Damn, that's wild. Beep, 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 beep. Anna, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetzara as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Hronig are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Hronig's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Hronig. Even birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry. The ether is corrupt there. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Even the Hetsaro would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological. I measured the area's ether to be certain. There is indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? What do you think, Kona? Another Tural Vitral? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a Turuhetso. A Turuhetso? Hronig River in common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Oh my god, is this like their Chupacabra? Oh my god, are we getting Chupacabras? Hronig can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Well, a well-toothed carnivore is with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Hronig's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this reaver away that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. What if it's just like Estinian, like fucking around and practicing his hunting skills or something? Like scales as hard as adamant? Could be his dragoon. Probably not, but I think that would be really funny. And I just think this map area is the last time we saw Estinian, so like, where's Estinian again? Sure, why not? I'll go as Paladin. The Hronig River is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked, but it won't do for us to go off running in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others are returning from across the plain and have spotted it, then they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Wow, they gave us fucking save points. That's awesome. Love it. Love having a save point. Very epic.
Help! Help!
Orduder Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
Oh, I missed Aaronville's voice.
Out of harm's way. We'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
What's up, Jake? What?
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Oh. Hi, Jake. What are you doing? Okay, where are we going? Must pray the Hetso are all right. Fortunate if they ran this way.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Dude, oh, poor little babies. They're trembling. Snuffle.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Hey. Chilling here, you have to just lay down and chill. Okay.
The Ronek are to rally too.
None shall be left behind. Oh. Run!
There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
Yeah, heck yes!
Of us.
Let me not hit the Roni. The capybaras. Whoa, what was that move? Are these new warrior moves? Are these in the game or are they special Wuklamat moves?
All or nothing day.
Oh, that's Kona! 'Cause he's a machinist, I guess, technically, right? Okay. Ponyx. Where are we going next?
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Aaronville just fucking standing off to the side. Oh, damn! Okay.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Rona Griever, and no mistake.
Gosh. They're so pretty. All the characters in this game are so pretty.
That one there.
No, Kona! Neon.
Not so fast.
Kona! Why didn't you dismantle?
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the Hetzel!
Kona! Are you alright?
Aaronville, what are you doing here?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Hmm?
Right! Let's finish the job!
I should have gone DPS, huh?
Our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Jeez. I wonder why they didn't make this into a trial or something. Although, does the 0.1 patch ever have a trial? I don't know.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
I need some time to think, will you?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just out here doing my teleportation.
I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Right! Over the lights!
Go for the legs. You got it.
whence does it flow?
From whence you came. I'll trace that back. Close to the point of greatest density. Oh, he's doing math over there. Okay.
I've got it.
This is our best chance. Oh shit, when the fuck did he get like a rifle? Okay. Sheesh. Is that the machinist LB? Oh, I see. That's cool. I like that they put that in there for him. Ooh. We have to pop these so he doesn't absorb more ether.
This is going to hurt.
Jeez. Play! Phew, okay guys, the landlord has approved me, so now I just have to sign the lease tomorrow. Thank God. Okay.
The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I love
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
And you put it on the train so they avoid the train!
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I mean, technically that was Aaronville's idea, but whatever.
Must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one, and it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozenihetta, a camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Yikes.
Lozenihetta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe.
My gosh. Is that his dad?
Please, can you tell me what you saw? As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro.
Okay.
Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
No, those are Kona's parents.
I heard one cry, "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder.
Yo, so his parents sacrificed themselves to save Kona.
Broke the horizon.
That's crazy.
I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes. And what became of their child?
T.
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Little baby Kona.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
That was cute. I like getting the backstory on Kona. To know that Hetzo are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that, in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Lilith, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We've removed the root cause of the Ronic strain from their favored gazing and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle may be capable of emitting pulsars of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Let us return to Shaloani's station and begin to work on it then. Walika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Interesting. Interesting. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So, the Ronik were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are, and Valkona's not too bad himself, what with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight. Sure. This is gonna be oh my gosh, these train scenes are so corny.
She looks as good as new.
Oh my god, the little train guy. So obsessed with train trolleys.
Could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior though, not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Oh, true bestie. It's such a little train. Where's all the like cars? No! Gotta use the whistle.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
on it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Yippee! I love trains!
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalawani, then the continent. Watch out, Shaktaral. Here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a amount of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operation. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamity. Is Erinville gonna go with us back to Alexandria? Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Here's the tea, sis. Lulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes, have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkuya we had met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. We needn't search for what she has left behind, because she left it with me. I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kafkiwa? What? No. It is merely a token for Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Unless this last part is gonna like take forever. Which it might. There might be a lot of cutscenes. It's walking. Proceed to the back room. Simple yet elegant solution, and thus the railroad is back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Ishtola! I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electro. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Listen, Ishtola, you can scrutinize me all you want. I'm sorry.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishulja herself.
Taishulja.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
The poor baby.
Several audio files will now be in sequence.
Make sure you have enough time. Please set aside.
My name is Taishulja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path.
So she was a Zoralja fangirl.
When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength. His unwavering
Oh, she had a crush.
He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew.
So she agreed to do his bidding if he would give her
Proceed to its next phase, and when it does,
child.
as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Interesting.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me! Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family.
Oh, she was so delulu.
The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you. Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
So emotionally intelligent for like a 6-year-old.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so I guess that answered the question about the Gulul Jaws and the baby mama. But I feel like there's still more we don't know about how actually Zoralja was born. It's better to know, a profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be, Gululja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we'll need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain overlong. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Geode, a word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expect people would be clamoring to get on the first train back, yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak to the people with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lanode 9. Aww, just being so cute. Pew, pew, pew. Message to my stage gear. Very solution 9 coded, I think. Methinks. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
There's something funky with the black scepters.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Oh, they are freaking out.
Senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoralja's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong. But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what
Oh
are we to do?
my
Spend
god.
every waking moment thinking only of how we might die.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Queen Sphene.
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Yup.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony
Yep.
was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
I knew it. Those new black regulators
Won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed?
are fucked up. There's
This
something
is no
wrong with
way to
them.
live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like.
What the fuck is going
Our stores
on?
of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not?
Now this has to be like an ASEAN who's trying to bring back the ancient way of life.
One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless. And then
Oh, and then everyone's gonna commit mass suicide. Okay, awesome. What the fuck?
Thousands of us.
You Victral!
Get him, Wuklamat.
Would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
queen. The Queen of Reason.
Nah, she has to be. She has to be one of the Asians. One of the two that we don't know their whereabouts yet.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Sus as hell. Look at her closely, if there's any visual clues. Yo. No, I'm fully convinced. Okay, my AirPods just died, so I'm gonna switch to my headset really quick just to finish this. Hehehe. Trial. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. Couldn't have been seen. She should have been destroyed when the Mezzo terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. Given the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have, we must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Ooh. Meanwhile, in living memory, Ishtola, are you okay? Oh, girl. Oh. In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn. Sheesh. Okay. I'm liking, it was good setup, I think, for what's to come. I don't know how other people have felt, but I had a feeling it was going in this direction anyway. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, because obviously I tuned everything out because I was like, no spoilers. So I'll have to see like what people is discussing, what people are discussing, because even from just 7.0, I was like, there's something else going on. There's something else evil involved, even if that was just Fiend and she's dead, something else is gonna, like, behind the scenes controlling things. Yeah, some crazy cult, but also I genuinely believe that there is an Ascian behind this. There's no way there's not, because, like, again, like Wuklamat said, like, there's no way that's the real Sphene, because Sphene wouldn't be okay with just saving some of her people. And also the fact that the fake Sphene was saying it was like so focused on like turning everyone into the endless and making people like essentially immortal and live forever. Like, that feels very in line with like the and also they played that like leitmotif. I think that was like an Ascian leitmotif when she like did her smirk. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it was, but I'm like, I feel like that is like I'm making that connection, or at least to something otherworldly and spooky. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, they're like, her obsession when she was explaining, oh, you're all gonna become endless and live forever and ever, but like, you know, we don't have enough ether, whatever, but because, you know, the worlds were split and so the ether is thin compared to how the ancients lived. So it's like, it really seems like it's an Ascian who wants to create a new race of like ancients who are immortal. So also I would love to know like what those flowers represent specifically, because they all had the same flowers. It wasn't just random flowers, it was like a flower, not the Elpis flower. Obviously it didn't look like an Elpis flower, but it was a very specific flower design that I'm like, that's gonna be important for sure. Anyway, I feel like that was, I enjoyed it.